Hello everyone! My name is Heleana Tantiado and I am here with Michaela Dimatulac, Deaniella Cruz, Arwen de Guzman, Malay, Mejia, and Joaquin Encela. We are Group 2 from Section Talisay in Villa Maria Annex. For this video, we are going to make an introduction which can be clarified by Joaquin. Joaquin?
Yes, thank you Heleana. In this video, we will be having a presentation of our task in which each group was given stories to research on. The story that was given to us is My Father Goes to Court by Bulosan. We will be giving a presentation about the economic divide between the rich and the poor. With this said, let's start!
Hey there, my name is Iris. The story that we're about to do a presentation on is My Father Goes to Court by Bulosan. It's about two families arguing about stolen food scent. The story revolves on the two families. The first family, which is the poor family, is a very healthy, happy, and contented family. The second family is a sick, unhealthy, and envious family. My Father Goes to Court is just one of many stories that were written by Bulosan. The original title of the story is The Laughter of My Father. He wrote this story based from folklore in the Philippines. It was said that his work is a protest against economic progress of his time. This story shows culture, traits, and way of Filipinos. Arwen will explain more about the story.
Hello, I'm Arwen. Bulosan's The Laughter of My Father was published in the 1940s in the United States. I believe it is the most popular one. It is said that he was born in 1911. Some sources say November 24, 1911 in a rural village of Guzman, Pangasinan Province, Luzon Island in the Philippines. Bulosan was raised by a farming family and spent most of his upbringings in the countryside. Amid his early a long time, Bulosan family confronted this situation in budgetary battles due to American colonization and were abused by well-off and political elites. In 1930, Bulosan moved to America when he was 17. A long time ancient for monetary soundness and to construct distance better, much better, a higher, a stronger, an improvement, a much better life for himself. May you continue the story, Ella?
Of course, Arwen. Greetings. I'm Ella. The Laughter of My Father was originally published as short sketches. My Father Goes to Court focuses on the financial separation between the wealthy and the destitute. The wealthy man within the story developed jealousy of Bulosan and his family's capacity to get a solid life despite battling and destitution by getting a charge out of investing time beneath the sun sharing laughter. This story tells us that having a straightforward family, straightforward living, and basic life is much superior. Being contented and upbeat in life is the lesson that appeared in this story. We ought to be contented with all the things that God has given us. In this story, although the rich man had already had everything he had ever wanted, he was still not contented and was envious of the poor man's family. Helena?
Good morning! My name is Helena. Now you may ask, what is the message of the story My Father Goes to Court? My Father Goes to Court focuses on the economic divide between the rich and the poor. The wealthy man within the story developed jealousy of Bulosan and his family's ability to get a solid life despite struggling in poverty by enjoying investing time beneath the sun sharing laughter. Nowadays, poor people have no power against the rich. It may seem unfair, but honestly it really is. Economic inequality, also known as the gap between rich and poor, income inequality, wealth disparity or wealth and income differences, consists of disparities in the distribution of wealth, also known as accumulated assets and income. May I please call on Joaquin?
Good day, I'm Joaquin. Pleasure to meet you. Now on with the story. The story is set in a city in the Philippines. The young narrator begins by describing his large family. Though they are poor, they are full of mischief and laughter. The absurd case goes to court, and the narrator's father agrees to pay back the rich neighbor. Bulosan's family influenced his work. But how did Bulosan's family influence his work? You may ask. My father goes to court. In this story, Bulosan recalled a time when a wealthy man denounced his father for taking his food. He opens the story in 1918, after his father lost his farm to the flood and had the whole family move to a little town on the island of Luzon. At the time, they lived next door to a wealthy family. Mika, will you please continue?
Yes, Joaquin. Hello, viewer. I'm Mika. While the town's children, including Bulosan, played and sung in the sun, the wealthy man's kids remained inside with the windows closed. Bulosan frequently noticed the smell of fried food cooking at the wealthy man's house, while he and his family stood outside of the wealthy man's tall house as they listened to the melodic sizzling of thick strips of bacon or ham. Even though the wealthy man looked down at the Bulosan and his family metaphorically and literally through the windows of his house, Bulosan recalled how his father was a laughing man. His father has always enjoyed a great laugh together. Their laughter was his family only swell. However, the rich man filed a complaint that Bulosan's father stole the spirit of his wealth and food, heart.
Yes, Mika. Good morning, everyone. I'm Hart. In the part where the judge asked the father where his lawyer was, and he said he doesn't need one, it is seen as the turning point of justice in the Philippines. The law dictates that each citizen is given equity. But is it really the case? The law takes for granted the destitute. Yes, the destitute can't afford to hire the finest attorneys, so the wealthy take advantage of them. Within the story's case, the judge didn't care to give him a legal concealer, where within the genuine world, on the off chance that you've got no attorney, it is as great as losing.
I would just like to say my reflection in this story. In this story, the family of the father were happy all the time. They don't need wealth, they need love and sacrifice that connect them. In the other side, they depend on what they see, meaning they judge the other side with their wealth and spirit. Sad and pale, they are materialistic.
What is the moral lesson of this story? Happiness is. The poor's wealth is laughter while the rich's wealth is money. Despite of their condition, they don't forget to laugh and make fun against their problems. Many people say that it's better to be poor than to be rich. Hi, this is Heleana, and me and Alexa will be sharing our own experiences doing this report and research. Alexa, would you like to start?
Yeah, sure. My first experience in this report, it's kinda hard doing the research, but it's okay. I spent 2 to 3 hours doing my own research. Then the others didn't help us much. They just read the script and that's it. When they submitted their own work, we noticed some of them only copied the research. So we told them to fix it. And so far, it was nice.
Yes, I totally agree with your experiences. As for my experience, it was really hard communicating with the members. There were also a lot of errors that was needed to be corrected. But as a leader, I believe it is my duty to help them correct those errors, such as their grammars and the way how they deliver their words. I have experienced a lot of struggles doing this presentation, but I am still very thankful to my members, especially to Michaela and Deaniella, who helped me a lot with this. And of course, to all of my members who did their best. Yes, I admit, doing a group presentation online is hard, but it was totally worth it. That is the end of our presentation. I hope you learned something while watching this video. Thank you for listening.